Day 101. Here we are, back with This Is the Police. Freeburg Tribune, controversial artist Sigmund Hammerling commits suicide. The Golden Birds, 59% of Freeburg parents use physical discipline. And the fact, Freeburg's #1 paper, 14th century wine barrel found in city dump. Wow. City Hall, we are 1 out of 3 with them, so it's not great. Mafia, we are all rosy. And the police station, we are doing better than usual with 2 out of 3. There's no such thing as a free lunch. Nom nom nom. Okay, Wilkinson didn't come to work today. We're lucky we're short of staff so we don't sack him straight away. Oh, Hello didn't come into work today. Interesting. But we do have a reasonably sized police force for today. So let's start the shift. Okay, 7 AM. Wow, loads of requests straight away. Mafia. Your friend sent you a share. Sale of the cocaine, 7,300. Let's share that with the staff. Keep everyone on board. Jewellery. Let's share that again with the staff. Request denied. Job slot officer. City Hall cannot meet your request at this time. Damn. And the funeral of Freddie Williams. Oh, Freddie. This man was an honest servant of the city. Today, he was buried with military honours. Anyway, well done, Freddie. There's a massacre at the Atticus Tower. An armed assailant entered the Jesus Got You Covered insurance offices and opened fire on everyone inside. One of the secretaries grabbed the phone, hid in the closet, dialed the police. According to her, the man is often come into the office to argue with his agent about his payments, but now seems he's lost his mind. Right, Fishback, take Vela, take Melee, take Drake, and take the SWAT, and take Franco as well. It's only around the corner, so hopefully, they should be back pretty quickly as long as it doesn't kick off big style. And we can check on what things need doing. Just kind of quick have a look. We've got our mole Hoskins is doing well. We've got child molestation. Photo studio employee Clark Mitchell called the police about a customer who seems to be involved in child molestation. The man brought in some photos for development, all normal stuff, family photos from holidays, but at the end of the reel, the studio found a photo of a nakedly elderly man next to a girl no older than 13. Apparently the client forgot to remove that shot. Ooh, disgusting. Right, let's send Hopkins and Kojak. Let's go and check that out. We have the massacre reports. Offender caught, officers unharmed, civilians unharmed. Well done, everyone. I was talking, so obviously that kind of I hear that most in my headset. But did I just hear a voice at the same time? That's quite freaky. Suicide threat. Erin Fredetti is terrified that she just met a suicide case. Her face was painted so sadly. I just brought tears to my eyes, seeing the poor girl her whole being aching, stuck in one spot and able to move. We have to try and save her. What? Prado, will you go on your own? No, you won't. Okay, take Sanu. Or Sanu. I don't know why Class is back in the office. He can't really do anything on his own, but I guess he's there for backup should one of the others call for backup. Child molestation. The suspect is at the photo studio, standing with his back to the door. He's telling the employee to hurry. You there, let's go down out on the street, arrest the man. Let's just arrest the man, we can question him later. Offender caught, officers unharmed. Good job. No, I think it's just a noise, the whoosh noise where the +10 gets added. It made it sound like a voice when I was talking earlier. Attempted carjacking in Fleet Street. Stepping out of a smoke break, a convenience store owner saw a hooded figure around the corner ducking into a car. The store owner didn't think anything of it, but the car alarm went off. Okay, well, wait for the guys to get back. Do we have any investigations open? We do! We have a child molestation one. Oh, hang on. Do we have any free... we don't have any free detectives. Missing person detectives. Let's get a couple of you off there. Let's get you on here because we need some progress on that one as well. We'll check that out a bit later. Okay, the carjacking. Class, you haven't been out today. Take Drake and take Franco. Oh, there's only 2 of you can go. You 2 go then.
411.
Suicide threat report. It's the first time she's been... Oh, she was a professional mime. Okay, well she's very good. Oh, she convinced the passerby. We got disorderly conduct, and we got the Clementine Barrow Sugar. Oh, man, we got a fight at the cemetery. Okay, let's go disorderly conduct. A respectable woman let out a squeaky scream, then a roar. Right in front of her, a crazy guy in acid wash pants sat down to eat pieces of his own shit. Well, he gave a terrified woman a silly smile. Just so disgusting. My God, right in front of so many people. And the children. Won't somebody think of the children? The woman couldn't calm down. Right, Vela, take Franco. Off you pop. We got a fight at the cemetery. A gravedigger at a funeral struck the grieving father with a shovel. He imagined that the man was giving him a nasty look, and the fight... Oh, good God. Mella, Hoskins, off you pop. The carjacking attempt, Class and Drake, Vendor Corps, officers unharmed, civilians unharmed. Yeah, it's that whoosh noise. It's really weird. Let's have a look, read this Clementine Burroughs Sugar Dream Confectionery. Mr. Boyd, I cannot tell you how dear my factory is to me. If you look... Sorry, it took decades to realise my late husband's dream, to fill the city with candy, which any poor man can't afford. But I'm sure you don't have time for this. I hear you're a businessman, so I come with you with a business proposal. Save my factory, and you will take a share of our daily profits. Ooh. Okay. We will send... Once these guys get back, we will send some people, if we can. I don't want to send my good cops. I don't mean that. These are all above average, apart from Franco, but... Oh, they didn't quite make it. Right, Sanu, go on, you go. We have some daily profits, that'd be lovely. And then they get straight back. Typical, isn't it? Homicide. Oh, hang on. Let's wait a second. Disorderly conduct. The man had recently returned from a trip to Japan. He was just enjoying some of the extravagant sweets he'd brought back home. Okay. The fight. The gravedigger. Melee Hobbs. Hoskins. Offender Corps. Officers unharmed. Civilians unharmed. Excellent. Right. Deep breath. Okay, coming up to 6 o'clock. We're just going to wait for these officers to get back. Homicide. Emilio Montez Medrano, chief suspect in the murder of the wife and her parents, was released on bail and discussing his defence with his lawyers, preparing for the upcoming hearing. The meeting quickly descended into controversy, and they been shouting at each other for a long time. Then suddenly, Mr. Medrano ran out of the conference room, only to return a few minutes later with a gun. He shot one of his lawyers in the head, and the other started cowering in the ground. Oh my goodness. The secretary called the police and heard 3 more shots, which she's led on the phone. Right, okay. So, we want to send a bit of a more than 3 guys. So, we're going to wait for the rest of them to return.
311B in progress.
Oh, good. Oh, the factory's over. Good. Right, SWAT. Off you pop. Fishback. Vela. Off you go. Thank you, Mr. Boyd. My factory is saved. I knew there were some good men and not so many people like you left it. Oh, wow. Oh, I thought it was like... Oh, okay, fine. Ron Atticus. Jack, I don't know what you got in your head, but you'll regret it. Our partnership is at an end. Oh, were they Atticus's men at this terrible... Oh, I've forgotten all about that. See, that's the problem when you do things recordings weeks apart. You forget what you've been doing in the previous one. Massive fight. Oh, goodness me, I've got 2 cops. A group of visiting fans was singing an offensive song called Freeburg, Capital of Crap, and throwing corn cobs on the field. The local fans aren't about to put up with that, and the fight has broken out. Hoskins, Franco, take the paddy wagon. Damn. I don't think... Okay, we're going to have to avoid that one. They wouldn't go. Hopefully nobody got killed. Damn. Oh well. I don't know how it times it to like a second. As soon as it finishes, I get 3 more cops back. It's just... Obviously, it's made that way to make it you have to miss some things. Right, Emilio Montes Mandrano is standing in the conference hall, armed with a gun. His back to the door. He pushes 2 men into the corner where he's holding them at gunpoint. 2 others are on the floor. 1 isn't moving, and the second is groaning, holding his stomach. We have your wife on the line. She's begging you not to do anything stupid. Taser the bastard, which is always my #1 line of action. Sneak quietly into conference room, taking the suspect. Taser!
4 testing complete.
Offender caught, officers unharmed, civilians unharmed. Yeah. Excellent. Taser is the answer to every question you have.
4 testing in progress.
Massacre. A group of 10 students went to the woods to camp for the night. They set up their tents, made a fire, drank some alcohol, and sang some songs. Around midnight, they were suddenly attacked by a large man with a bag on his head. Why does that make me laugh? I don't know. I got a weird sense of humour. Wielding a hatchet, one girl managed to reach the road where she flagged down a passing car and called the police right away. The fate of the other students is unknown. I don't know why I did it like that. Go on, we'll send 3 cops. We'll keep 2 as backup. And see what's going down. We're coming up to midnight now, so hopefully it should be quietening down. Oh, missing person report. No new frames. And child molestation. 3 new frames. Oh, it's the... Okay, fine. Let's have a look at this one. We've got a fair few number of frames now. Oh, we don't have enough. We need 7 frames, and we've only got 6. Okay, we won't have a look at that one. So it makes me to believe that we've got every frame we need on this one. I just can't figure it out. So this guy's gone missing. Let's just get all the photos out. Let's get all the photos out. Something about it. Right, Judith Murrow. We were late with the mortgage payments a couple of weeks ago, but Eric got a big bonus and everything was settled. We know that's a lie. We got a late mortgage payment. Okay. But my husband was very nervous about the money, worried that someone at work would try and rob us. Okay. So that is a move out, and that is a delay of payment. Okay. His brother. He's got serious money problems. 3 weeks ago he asked to borrow money, but I'm barely making ends meet myself. Eric began to cry, and I don't have to deal with some bad people. Okay, so there's some bad people he has to deal with. He's in debt with them. His colleague argued with his supervisors, and he clearly got himself trying to borrow money and cursing up a storm. Okay. Secretary, I recently overheard one of Eric's telephone conversations, but I could only make out a few pieces. The next meeting with the twins, maybe my last, I thought it was some prostitutes. Okay, so these are obviously the twins. And the trash can. Receipt from Eddie's Burgers. A brochure entitled Multiply Your Capital in 5 Easy Steps. A number of documents. An empty envelope stamped eviction notice. And an advertisement from the sex industry. So he may have had the delay of payment. He then had an argument with his boss. So we know he went to Eddie's Burgers, and you can see that's Eddie's Burgers there. Oh no, look, that's obviously... So if that's his boss, he's had an argument. And so he then throws away the move out. So he packs his bags and heads off to the circus. No. It's not that. Maybe it's that one? No, it's not that one. Okay, that was probably a bad story. Right, so we know he got a delay of mortgage payment. Maybe he asked his brother. Well, it could have been accosted by the twins, shot dead, then buried. Oh no, look, hang on, that's in an office. So the twins are in an office. So maybe, and that's in like a store, I guess, where he's got the bags of food. So where's that? That is, who knows? That's not 100% sure. Okay, so more likely then, he got the eviction notice. Or he had a fight. Oh no, he got the eviction notice. Then he had an argument with his boss. The twins killed him in the office. And then... No, that doesn't make any sense. So, hang on. They stopped him coming into the office. No, that doesn't make any sense. So he's coming out of the office, or the door. They stopped him. They shot him in the office, and then they buried him. Or they buried him and shot him. I don't know. It's going to be so obvious. So he got money from his brother. No. His brother said no. Oh, I don't know. This one, I don't think it's going to be one I'm going to get. No, we're going to have to come back to that one. I just can't think how that works. It's not working for me. It's really quite annoying. I can usually get them and get these stories, but I just don't know what's going on in that one. I'm sure you're all screaming out saying, it's obvious! This is the massacre in the forest. It's more serious. Right, let's send a few more officers. We're coming up to 2 o'clock anyway, so that should be end of shift pretty much now. So we can just get this massacre sorted. It wouldn't have been a bad day on the beat. We've lost one person, but as in, you know, we had one civilian fatality. The massacre! Oh, everyone! Offender caught, officers unarmed, civilians unharmed. Good stuff. End of the day. Nothing popped up. That was quite a productive day. Well, we'll leave it there, guys. Thanks for joining us. I hope you enjoyed this. We're continuing on our mission to clean up the streets of Freeburg, and this is the police. So join us next time for the next shift. I'll see you then.